What's going on? Haitian is strong. What's going on? Right now she's wrong.
Yeah.
I played on us.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Drugs.
They everywhere. They
Here
everywhere.
come the buzz.
Wow. We gotta kill this stuff.
Down
Yes. Yes.
is now up.
Oh yes it is.
And
Oh,
family
they all divided.
of us team
All divided.
up.
All divided.
If you just listen,
Yeah.
you can hear the voices
Yeah.
crying out.
Crying out.
Do we
Crying out.
have a choice?
What's really going on? What's really going on?
Issue is strong.
What's really going on? What's really going on?
This is your host, G.Money. I'm back for the third season of What's Really Going On. On What's Really Going On, we've got some things we've got to do. We've got to get this show cleaned up. I'm going to start by asking you to call in, write in. We have to get rid of that wolf and get him off the air. I know many of you agree with me out there, but we need you to call in. I'm going to try to clean this show up. I'm going to try to bring some class acts on, as I promised you at the beginning of the first season. One of the things that I've done, I've highly recommended that we hire a new person to come on this show to help host this show. I found someone who I believe will bring this show up to the levels that we expect television to perform at. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to introduce her to you right now. Her name is Ms. Williams, and she comes to us highly recommended. And I'm only giving the producers just a small amount of time to change this show format and get that wolf off the air, or I will be forced to leave. Right now, let's meet Ms. Williams. Ms. Williams,
Yes,
thank you for coming to the show.
glad to be here.
Great. Tell us something about you and your background and what you can bring to this show to get it up out of the pits.
Okay. Well, first of all, what I think definitely needs to be done, first of all, is to get rid of the tramp red. And then we can work on getting rid of the wolf. I've been modeling basically all my life. I'm with Levert International Modeling Agency, which is based here in Atlanta. We've been doing fashion shows all over the states. Actually, we're going to Africa in March to do a charity fashion show for the Sickle Cell Foundation. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm also involved in a lot of things here in the community.
That's
Also.
just what this show needs. We need someone with your background and with your contacts. It sounds like possible you can bring some of these people onto the show.
Oh, most definitely. I know quite a few people in the music industry. Thinking of along the lines of LaFace Records, Jermaine Dupri, you know, top acts here in the city to come on, and so that people can look at the show in a totally different aspect
Yes.
than what they're looking at it now.
Exactly. This is something that I've been at odds with the producers about for the longest. I think those guys believe that ratings are brought up by a lot of sex and a lot of violence on the show. But yet, I think our community needs more culture. And that's why I looked at you and I said, right off the bat, we've got to get her on the show.
Exactly. We can also do things like fashion shows. We can bring, I can bring in people from the agency that act, that model, that perform, you know, whatever it takes.
Yeah, I don't think there's any need for us to do things that have been done on the show by the wolf character. We need to expose him. We're going to get people to call in and write in. We're going to ask them what they want. It's what the people want.
Right, exactly.
And I think that's what producers and sponsors always look at, ratings. And I think we can get those ratings up by bringing some culture and some class to this show.
Most definitely. Well, I'm looking forward to being a part of the show. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to help clean up the show. If we have to get rid of the wolf, whatever it takes, you know, let's do it, you know. And like I said, Red, she definitely has to go.
You know, I never noticed Red that much as a threat. I've always thought she was somewhat mentally ill to hang around with that character and run with him. Or perhaps some of the viewing audience out thought we all were mentally ill to be a part of this. But I decided to stand my ground for a little longer and try to get it cleaned up and bring on the type of acts in the class that you just talked about that we need very much. We're going to want the people to call in. Right now, I'm going to ask them to call in and give them that number to call in and get this show cleaned up.
Okay.
I'd like to get you to call in. Our phone number is area code 404-629-2267. Please call. We're standing by, and we want to hear your opinions of the wolf and of what's really going on and what type of programming you would like for us to bring to you, because it's very important that we give you what you want. If you want sex and violence, call on in favor of the wolf, because that's all he's going to bring you. You're not going to get anything that's of any value, in my opinion, on this show as long as he's on and a part of the show. We want the producers to take him off the air. So please, call in. We urge you to. I'll take your calls, Ms. Williams will take your calls and answer your questions because she's here to help clean up the show. Ms. Williams.
Yes.
Do you have anything that you can add to that would help to tell the people how we feel?
Well, like he said, G.Money said, we want you to call in. We want you to give us your opinion on what you think it would take to clean up the show. We're willing to listen, work with you, and whatever it takes.
It seems like right now we do have a call that's just come in. Let's find out what this person has to say to us. Hello, caller. This is G.Money.
Hello there, G.Money. I'm calling because I've had an opportunity to see the show. Now, I want to know if there's sex and violence going to continue to be on the show. If it is, it's got to go.
Well, no, sex and violence will not be a part of the show.
Well, it's been on, this is your third season, am I right?
Yes, it is.
That's what you said when you first came on.
Yes, it is.
Now, if it's been going on for 3 seasons, it seems as though somebody like what's going on. Now, I think you need to get rid of that wolf. Now, the little girl you got on there, she's pretty. She's a pretty little girl, and I think that like her ideas talk about the fashion shows and bringing on LaFace Records, Dupree, and all them people, I think that will be better for your show. Now, I'm just voicing my opinion right now, and you need to get rid of that wolf. Get him out of here.
Well, that's a good vote, and that's what we need. We want to get rid of him, and the producers are the reasons we have the sex and violence on this show, because they think...
The producer must be perverted and have a problem.
Well, you know, I agree with you, but I have to watch what I say about them since they hire me to do the show. But I'm going to refuse to ruin my reputation any further by being a part of it.
Well, I got a question then. Well, what can we do to help you get him off the show? Do we need to write letters in to the station?
Write letters to the show.
Write letters to the station?
Show. Yes. Call in.
Well, what's the station address?
Station address is People TV.
Okay, that's over on 14th Street,
That's
right?
it.
Okay,
That's
I
it.
know where that's at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just send those in and have all your friends to call.
Okay, well, I want to know something. Now, that wolf be coming in and out of the show and doing all those different kinds of things. Who let him on the show in the beginning? Who let him on the show?
The producers thought it would be cute.
Cute?
They thought it would be cute.
That man was on a little child on the show. He was on a little child grinding, sweating, going on. You need to get rid of him.
Which episode was that?
I don't know. I see
I
him
think that
on.
would have been enough right there to get him off the air. Well, look, caller, tell you what.
All right. Well,
We
thank
got
you,
some more
G.Money.
calls coming in.
right.
But you be sure to call us back and write those letters and let people know. Thank you, caller.
Thank you.
Thank you. You see, that's just an example of what I was saying. People out there are sick and tired of the violence, and it's not all about sex and violence. But some people are perverted enough to think that's the only way that in certain cultures that television ratings will go up. Well, I happen to disagree, and I know Ms. Williams disagrees. We're going to change that. It looks like we've got another caller coming up. So let me get this line here and find out what's going on. Hello, caller.
Hello, this here People TV.
Yes, it is.
Look here, my name's Rufus. And look here, I'm a truck driver. I drive all over the world. Look here, I can't tell you, I don't watch nothing else but the Woofy. I love the Woofy. I go down to Waffle House, I tell all my friends, look here, tell them they're the Channel 12. There's a guy over there called the Wolf. He's got the greatest show I ever.
What do you like
them
about?
pretty girls up on that show. Woo!
Okay.
Oh.
Let me say something here. There's nothing wrong with pretty girls. They're great. That's good to have. But how are you gonna exploit those pretty girls? Would it be?
I can't get cable.
Well,
I can't get the channels I want, so I got to watch Woofy to see the pretty girls.
No. We're gonna have pretty girls on the show, but they're gonna be dressed in evening gowns,
I don't want
not
them
in
dressed.
bathing suits.
I don't want them dressed at all. I like the way he got them dressed. And that little red wolf, I want to meet the little red wolf.
You want to meet her?
Yes, I do.
Well,
I want her scattered, smothered, covered.
And you say you're a truck driver, right?
Yes, I am. I'm
Yeah.
Rufus.
Well, how about how do your friends feel?
They love it too.
They love it too.
Yeah, we just have a big woofy party every time it come on.
Well, I guess I can understand some things, but we really want to add some nice, pretty women on here that are fully dressed.
We don't like pretty women. We like the women woofy got.
Well, caller, tell you what, if you see Wolfie on the show, maybe you might want to call back in and let him know.
But when Woofy come on the show, I want to call back. I want to talk to Woofy.
Yeah, you call back in and let Wolfie know how
I
you
want to bring
feel.
my friends on down here so they can see them pretty girls.
Yeah, well, if you come down and we're running the show here, you're going to see some pretty girls, but they're going to be dressed.
All right, I don't want to see nothing dressed up.
All right, now. Okay, caller, well, thank you for calling.
That's a big 10-4.
All right, now.
I'll holler at you.
Oh, you take care, caller.
All righty.
You see, that's an example of some of the type of people that support the show. And maybe those are the people that write in and call in. That's why the producers only have that to go on.
Yeah, you're right.
So we urge everyone else out there who wants something different to call in.
Definitely.
Tell you what, when the next call comes, I'd like for you to get it and give me your
Okay.
opinion of what's going
Okay.
on. Because something's got to change here.
Almost
It's got to
definitely,
change
definitely,
here.
definitely. I mean, because this is a nice show, and it can be very nice.
Yes.
But like you say, it definitely needs to be cleaned up.
Absolutely.
You know.
And you're going to do that. You're going to help us do that. I'm out of town a lot. I have to go. So I'm going to tell you everything I know about this show and about the guests. And with your experience and background, you won't have any problem
Right.
in hosting this show completely by yourself. Because there's going to be times that I'm going to be out trying to figure out ways to bring sponsors into this show to make it what we need it to be.
Right, right. Like I said, I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
Absolutely.
You know, whatever it takes.
Good. Looks like we've got another call.
Hello, caller. May I help you?
Yes, I'm calling about the wolf.
Okay.
I think it's disgusting. My kids are staying up late at night watching this trash, and I'd like to see if y'all can put an end to that right away, not sooner. I'm a taxpayer, and I don't think trash like that needs to be on TV.
Okay, well, that's why we're here today, trying to get your opinions, everybody on the outside's opinion as to what they feel it will take for us to get rid of the wolf.
And you know, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you short, but you know, my kids is getting ridiculous. My wife is on me. They're sneaking up, staying up late at night to watch this. I don't know where y'all got it from. Filthy ass wolf. I mean, this girl he has on it is just trash. It's ridiculous, and someone needs to get rid of it. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you. He was mighty nice.
He was nice. He was nice. I think he has our opinion of the wolf and,
Right,
and what's
right,
going on out there.
right. And I can understand how he feels.
Yeah, I like hearing both sides of the story and what people want.
Right.
But I think our culture is too filled with sex and violence. It's just
Right.
it's preoccupied with that, and we're not getting to the higher levels. And I think television has an influence over people in our community, in our
Definitely.
society today, and they want to imitate what they see on television. So if we're going to get something on television, let's give them something that's class and style to imitate.
Right. And also something that the parents wouldn't mind their children watching. You know, so they'll say, well, make sure let's turn on the TV. We can watch this together.
Exactly.
You know, so
If a parent would watch The Wolf and some of the performances that he brings to this show, the parent would be ashamed.
Exactly.
and then have to turn the television
Right.
set off.
So what we need to do is definitely get rid of some of the negative energy that's in the show, and let's bring more positive.
Yes. And we can do that. We can do that by bringing some of your guests and contacts on the show. I also have people that will not even appear on the show as long as that wolf is a part of the show,
Right, right.
because they don't want their name smeared with what's going on.
Well, honestly, me personally, I want to keep my name clean.
Exactly. And I'm here to
No.
clean mine up because I've been a part of the show. So it's very important that this third season gets off to a good start.
Okay.
It looks like we've got another caller. Be
Okay.
my guest.
Hello, caller. May I help you?
Yes, this is Reverend Big Money. And I'm calling in about that show. I got my whole congregation. We about to get a petition together to get this show off the air. Because I'm tired of my people watching this show, then coming to church, and I got to save them all over again.
Okay, Reverend. Well, I mean, that's why we're here today, to try and find out what it will take for us to clean up the show.
Well, I know what it'll take. I'm going to come down there. I'm going to bring my glove. I'm going to put my glove on Wolfie.
And what are you going to do with your glove?
I'm going to bring him on back to the church. Because that boy is going straight to hell.
Well, I mean, everybody has to have a chance. Who's to say he can't change his life?
That's right. That's why I'm coming down there to give him a chance. If he don't change his ways, we're going to have to get y'all off the air.
Well, we're going to change the show. I can give you my word that I'm not going to be a part of any sex and all that bad stuff. So we're going to change the show.
That's good. That's what I want. I want to see some nice Christian people on that show. I want to see some nice girls with all their clothes on the show.
Well, that's what we're going to bring to the show, class.
So how long is this going to take?
I'm here today, right?
That's today.
Oh, like I said, I'm here today, and from here on out, the women, nothing but class and elegance.
Now, next time I see it and it ain't clean, we're going to be down there.
Okay, caller. Well, I tell you what, also write in and ask them to get rid of Little Red, the tramp.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay? And from here on out, we'll do what we need to do.
All righty.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That's a good caller.
Oh, most definitely.
And you know, it seems that people out there want a change. And you find a minister of a church, he has a following behind him.
He sure does.
And if we're part of the show, we need to make sure that it's cleaned up for his congregation. And can you imagine how many congregations out there that want this type of stuff off the air? Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to call in. I want to know what you want. Because if I find that most of the callers want Wolfie on the air, then most likely I am not going to be a part of the show any longer. But if you call in and support me, and you support Ms. Williams in cleaning up this show, then what you're going to have is programming that you can be proud of, that you can sit down and watch with your children. Something that's going to uplift our community and our society. Looks like we've got another call coming in. Let me get it. Hello, caller.
Hello, my name is Rollo. And
Yes.
I'm a new artist, and I'm wondering how can I support y'all? Can I come on your show to perform or whatever?
You sure can. Matter of fact, we'd like to invite you down. You be sure to call the show, set up an appointment. We'll bring you down, and we want to see what you can do and perform.
Well, can I come down today?
Sure, you can come down today.
Matter of fact, I'm on my way right now. What's the address?
The address is People TV.
People TV.
People TV, easy to find. Everyone knows where it is. Just ask and come on down to the studio, sign the roster, and they'll get you in on the show. We'll be glad to talk to you, find out what you do, and anything we can do to help you in the community, we'll be glad to.
Okay, and besides the wolf and the tramp red, could I take the lovely lady out for a date when I come down there today?
Well, now you'll have to ask her about that.
Well, is it all right with her?
Well, maybe that's something.
Well, hold up. I'm on my way right now. Okay, see you later.
Now, that was a different call. And you're probably going to get a lot of those. Yes.
That was cute.
Yes, already. They're calling in for you. So you're going to, just by you being on the show, the ratings are going to go up. I just believe that. And with the Wolf off the show, Red Riding Hood off the show, and you on the show, and bringing in those special guests, this show's on the way. This third season is going to be something that they're going to write about.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited.
This is going to be great. Ladies and gentlemen, like we've said before, it's very important that you call in. I can't say that enough, and I know I've said that over and over again, but it's very important that you call in and you write in to let us know how you feel, because this is showdown time. I can't call this good or evil or bad or good, but there's definitely a division in the production of this show. Which direction is this show going to take? We're going to let you decide, and I hope you decide for class and culture and not for sex and violence, because we want that to change. There is enough of that in our society today, and I think that may be the problem. Many of us have been raised on sex and violence, and we're used to it, but there is a better way. And on what's really going on, we are going to show that better way, but we need your support. The producers are not going to change the format of the show unless you want it changed. Am I right about that?
You're right. You are right.
They see the bottom line. They see money.
That's right. So it's up to you, the public, to call in. We're willing to listen to what you want us to do, but you must call in or either write in.
Yes. Looks like we've got another call coming in. Ms. Williams, you take that one.
Okay. Yes, caller, may I help you?
Hey, this is Junebug. I'm down here at Georgia Tech, and we like that wolf. I don't know what the problem is. I think maybe y'all two might be a little snobby or something, and you know, most people are common. But we really dig that wolf at the whole campus, and I'm a, you know, personally write in and call in and give my vote to Big Bad. I like Big Bad, you know. I want to be like Big Bad. He has lots of women, and I don't know what's wrong with the both of y'all. I think y'all are a bunch of snobs.
Okay. Well, I mean, actually, I think that's...
And in fact, I don't even want to talk to y'all no more. I'll call back when Wolfie's there. Goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye.
See,
I get all the nice callers, don't
yes,
I?
you do, one after another. It seems like that character there, for example, he talks about the women and all the women. That could be a problem in our culture now. These men may have trouble handling one woman, so why do they want many of them?
That's right.
And Wolfie is leaving the appearance that you can just go from woman to woman and just have a good time and not be responsible.
Exactly.
And that's one thing we want to express on this show. We want responsibility. We want that.
And see, that's already a problem that we have in our culture.
Yes.
You know, we already feel like men are cheating, all men have more than 1, 2 women.
It's a game.
Exactly, exactly. So, I mean, you definitely don't want to put that kind of stuff on TV.
No.
You want a positive energy. Like I say, you want to get rid of the negative and bring in more positive.
When you get a chance, and you haven't had a chance, I want you to view some of the shows, and definitely don't view them around children or people of the cloth. The Three Pigs, one he had, I think, over, had some girls in a nightclub. The type of things that he's brought and put on television that personally I think maybe he should be in another channel, Playboy channel or something, you know. But right about now, I guess what we'll do, we'll wrap up our show for today.
Okay.
We want to urge people to call in if you've got anything to say in closing remarks, because they're going to look forward to tuning into the show, listening to everything you have to say, and especially the guests that you're going to bring on the show. They're looking forward to that. And I am definitely looking forward to working with you to bring this show up to where we need it to be.
Well, I'm excited about being here. And like I said, you people need to write in, call in, whatever it takes. We're willing to listen. We want your opinions on what you think we need to do so we can change the show. And between me and G.Money, we're going to get rid of the wolf. And we will. We promise you, we will change the show.
I'm still here. Now you can see what kind of man he is. You have to defend yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Now you gotta see what kind of man he is. A piece of trash. Hey, well, come on, man. G.Money, I dare you. I want you, money. I want you, money.
Let him go. Let him go.
G.Money.
Where'd he go? Where did he go? What's going on? You know, we're sitting here, we've talked all this about how we're going to clean up the show, and the first thing happens, he comes right back up here. Now, where's Miss Williams? Where's Miss Williams? Okay, now I've got to go find my hostess. You see, every time I try to do something right on the show, I try to bring decent people on the show, I try to clean it up, there's the wolf again. Please call in. Please call in. We've got to get rid of him. I'm not going to go through another season. This message is going out to the producers. I want you to know you keep that wolf off the show, you keep him out of the studio, or I'm not coming back. And I mean that. Do you understand that? I really, seriously mean that. Now, somebody find Miss Williams and where the wolf went with her. Do I have to go to those bounty hunters again? I don't want to go through that game anymore. I'm about a serious show. I'm about bringing special guests on the show. And I brought that fine lady on this show.
Drugs, they everywhere. Here come the buzz. Wow, we gotta kill this stuff. Down. Yes. Is now up. Oh, yes, it is. And family. Oh, they all divided. Are busting up. All divided.
If you just listen, you can hear their voices.